Hi, this is level 1, blending non-toxic products. Once we do the consultation, and the first thing we do is educate them how to gas up their home. Since we know that the oxygen in the air is what feeds the cells, so that's the best food for the body. So once we suggest that they open their home, now is the time to begin to replace any of the chemical products with plant-based, non-toxic essential oils and different bases. So the air in the enclosed environment will go from chemically laced air to plant-based air. And that will be in the oxygen that will be feeding the cells, not the chemicals that are being found in newborns. So this is where we're going to be replacing many of the chemicals. So let's begin with the bathroom, where a lot of the toxic chemicals are used in an enclosed environment without really looking at the cautions and directions of use. If you look at the products that is being used for cleaning the bathroom, it will tell you, use in a well-ventilated area. Most people would think that a well-ventilated area is an enclosed environment. It's not. It's open windows. So we're going to be replacing what they are exposed to. What we have found in consultation is those people that are clean freaks, they're always cleaning, are always exposed to chemicals. They're the ones to have the joint pain. They're the ones to have the arthritis. They're the ones that have the inflammation in their hands and their lungs, because they're the ones exposed to those chemicals pretty much on a daily basis. So let's begin with how we replace the ammonia in the bathroom. We know we can mix ammonia and bleach because it's like a nerve gas, but we do by cleaning the mirrors and glass with ammonia and cleaning the toilet with bleach. It is mixed in the air that we're breathing, that our skin is breathing. So let's get rid of the first one. Any ammonia-based products to clean the glass or the mirrors are a great substitute is in a spray bottle. It could be 16 ounces, 24 ounces. Place about 20 drops of orange. And remember, it's to your taste. So 20 to 30 drops of orange will be fine. In a bottle and fill it up with water. Shake it, and now you're ready to clean the glass and mirrors. As excellent as with ammonia, but without the side effect. Now you can inhale and relax. Now you're exposing yourself to relaxing essential oils. And some ant colonies repel by the smell of orange, and well, some of them are attracted. So you have to find out which ant colonies you have. But this is definitely a replacement for anything you have to clean glass and mirrors. So it is 20 to 30 drops of orange in a spray bottle, 16 or 24 ounces, fill it with water, shake it, and spray. If you're using the real plant essential oil, which are not the ones that are greasy, which are the ones that you can leave open, which are the ones that have a shelf life of much more than 2 or 3 or 5 years, and we covered that in the video in the area on how to tell the real essential oil. So if you're using the real essential oils, you can refill the bottle 4 or 5 more times without putting any more oils in it. Once the solution, once the water is about 2 inches from the bottom, you can just fill up with water about 4 or 5 more times, and that's as good as new. So you can get an idea how inexpensive it is to really make your own cleaning products, and also teach others how to make their own cleaning products. Because what I'm doing here and showing you not only is for you as you go through the course, place this in operation and begin to change your home environment, but also it is something that you're able to teach others, and you're able to do classes on how to do non-toxic products. So that's one of them. Now, in cleaning the mildew and mold in the tub and in the tile, we know that the one for mildew and mold is thyme. And that's the one that's very effective for mildew and mold. We know that lavender is antibacterial, antiviral. We know that eucalyptus is also antibacterial, antiviral. So we're going to put, once again, in a 16 ounce or 24 ounce spray bottle, we're going to place 10 drops of each of the oils. 10 drops of thyme for antifungal and mildew, lavender, antibacterial, antiviral, and eucalyptus, the same antibacterial, antiviral. Both lavender and eucalyptus are repellent of many insects, to include mosquitoes. So we're going to go ahead and use those three and fill it with water, shake it, and then with baking soda. We don't want to use talc because talc is carcinogen in the list of the government of carcinogen. So we want to eliminate talc. So we use baking soda as a scrubbing powder. Make sure when you select your baking soda, it has the plate with the cookies or the plate with the muffins, and it's recommended for baking because you can get the bigger box that is 100% pure baking soda. It has bleach. It's not recommended for baking. So make sure you get the one that's recommended for baking. So you're going to use the baking soda for scrubbing, and the solution we just made with eucalyptus, lavender, and thyme in water as a cleaning solution. Now you're inhaling essential oils or antibacterial, antiviral. That's what you're diffusing in the home right now. You're going to be able to breathe better. That usually when you begin to clean your bathroom, you want to get out of there fast because you're choking. You get headaches, you get a runny nose, you get a reaction to those killer chemicals. So once again, this is exchanging toxic fume with non-toxic. So that's an excellent thing to do. Also, baking soda is the one to use for scrubbing your pans. Now, you can select any sponge that you want. Really, it's not a big deal. You don't have to be a extremist to be healthy. You just have to begin to cut a few things from your environment, and that's what we teach. But you can also use a loofah. This is a wonderful sponge, and you can get this very inexpensive. You can grow a loofah plant and just cut a little piece, and that's what you use for scrubbing in the kitchen and also in the bathroom. And that's a very natural way to scrub and to use a sponge, a natural sponge. Of course, it's also used for bathing, which is more popular for. So now we have cleaned the tile and we have cleaned the bathtub. The same solution, which is antibacterial and antiviral, we're going to use it to clean the toilet, eliminating the bleach. And you'll see how amazing this will do. Now you are releasing essential oils gathered by the air conditioner and taking it room to room, so your house is going to smell completely different than it did before. At the same time, you have the antifungal, anti-mildew of thyme that is going in the air conditioning system everywhere. Yes, this solution also, you can put in direct hit. Whoop, no, that's a spray. That's a spray. Okay, well, you know what direct hit, okay, that's direct hit. And walk into, with the AC off, walk into any of your rooms, and in the AC vent, just spray twice. 1, 2, and then go on, 1, 2, and so forth. Turn on the AC, open the AC unit, and spray in the sprayer just a couple of times. In seconds, it takes it all over the house. It takes it through the AC ducts and out the AC vent. And you are diffusing a solution that is known to be antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal, excellent for the home. Of course, you can switch around different essential oils for different effects in the home. If you want to relax the home, then you're going to use relaxing essential oils like ylang ylang, like patchouli, like orange, like grapefruit. You can make your own combination. But right now, we want to get into the basics in replacing the chemical products that we use on a daily basis. So now we have cleaned the bathroom, and if we want to go ahead and use it as an insecticide, let's say you have a roach problem, you can use a spray bottle like this, or use a larger spray bottle like this. You have a larger area to cover. Or I like this one, which is easy to handle, and you can find all this in your hardware store. And in here we're going to put in the insecticide essential oil, such as cedarwood atlas, repel roaches and moth. Remember cedarwood faucets, the wood. Citronella, lavender, eucalyptus, all the oils that we use, that we mention in the natural insecticide video. You can put it here, a few drops in here, 10 drops of each. Fill it up with water, shake it, and spray the corners of the house. And you need to do this on a weekly basis to keep everything in check. But very effective once again. Everything non-toxic. So you're diffusing essential oils that if anybody comes home with a cold, they're going to inhale an air that is going to allow them to breathe better and is going to fight whatever infections they're getting. Remember, we used to diffuse essential oils during the plagues of the world. So there is historical uses of this for sickness. And it works, as you will see. So what we're going to be making now is a replacement for body powder. And it's important because most of the body powder has talc. And as we mentioned, talc is a carcinogen. And we want to replace that. So the base that we use is either arrowroot powder or cornstarch. We have cornstarch now, so we're going to be using this. And this is important also because baby powders also have talc, even though it's in the list of the government's carcinogen. Even if it says anything else that it has on it, like cornstarch, baby powder with cornstarch, if you turn around, you'll see that it has talc. So we want to eliminate talc in any other powder, whether it's a foot powder or a flea powder for your dog or for your cat. The first thing that we do is you can omit this this step, but this step, if you get one of this, will make the powder finer and really neat. So we're going to put a whole pound in here. There we go. And then it's a matter of selecting the essential oil for whatever you want to make this powder do. So this is a base. This is the delivery method to deliver the active ingredients, essential oil. So if I want to make this antifungal powder, I will use tea tree. And I would put like 20 drops of tea tree. And I will begin to do this number. You see how finer it goes? I'm going to stop because I want to put some oils in here and make something from it. If I want this to be a relaxing powder, I will use ylang ylang. And that's a beautiful smell. If I want to make this flea powder, remember fleas don't like the smell of lavender. So I will put lavender, 10 drops of lavender, or 20 drops of lavender. If I want to repel also ticks, I will use rosemary, because ticks don't like the smell of rosemary. And that will make a wonderful flea and tick powder for a cat or a dog. So that's that. Now I'm going to make this for a baby. So what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and just use lavender. We're going to put 20 drops. Then you're going to do this to your taste. 20 drops is a lot, and you'll see once you do this. And then it's a matter of doing this So you're going to get a finer powder. When you're down to the end, you're going to have the oil that has caught some of the powder. So what you do is you just run your fingers through it. And voila. I mean, you can smell the lavender right from here. This is a really neat thing to do. And of course, if I get a very nice container and a powder puff, this is a wonderful gift for anyone. You can be using any essential oils to make that whatever you want it to be. So the next one we're going to be making is, let's make a bath. Let's make a muscle ache bath, or any type of bath. For this you're going to need a little Epsom salt. Remember that a saline solution is what mainstream medicine uses to care for wound care, a saline solution. That's what we're doing when we're adding essential oils to salt. So we're going to make that salt. It could be for somebody that has hemorrhoids. So if it is, we're going to go and add cypress, which reduces hemorrhoids, and lavender. Once again, 20 drops of each. But first, let's add the base, and then we'll talk about the different oils that we can do. I'm going to add like half Epsom salt, and this is kosher salt. You can use kosher salt, or you can use Himalayan salt, which is really nice. So if you're selling it as a product, Himalayan salt would be the one to use because it's nice and visual. And then half of. Remember the salt, what it does is absorb the essential oils into it, because that salt absorbs moisture. So we're going to mix it with our hands first to break it over. Remember, this is going in the bath, so it's not going internal and somebody else's skin. It's just going to the bath. Once it's mixed nicely, then all it is just to, we got the lavender, and this will be anti-inflammatory bath. So I'm going to add the lavender, about 20 drops. I'm going to add clary sage to make this a muscle relaxed bath also. Now when you add clary sage or sage, any of our muscle relaxers, make sure that your client realizes that they cannot use this on anyone who is pregnant, because this is a muscle relaxer. So you don't want to do that. But you do want to use it for anyone that has inflammation. I'm looking now for the sage. There we go. This is Sage Dalmatian, muscle relaxer. And well, 10 drops of each. Mix it. Oh, yeah, I mean, I can smell this right from where I'm standing. I smell the sage. And this, about 2 handfuls, or let's say a cup, in a bath, whatever temperature they like. Mix it around, and it will release the essential oils that are being absorbed into the salt and the Epsom salt. 15 minutes in a bath of this, the individual will get the idea. And you want to test first how this feels, how essential oils feel in the bath, before you tell somebody else to do it. So you can describe it better. And this is pretty much undescribable, but there's a warning in this one. If you use the muscle relaxers, you want to make sure to tell the individual that when they get out of the bath, they're going to be very relaxed. So to firmly get out of the bath, because if they're going to fall, it will be at that time, because you don't realize how relaxed this can make you. So that's one of them. Of course, if I change different essential oils, I change the bath. I can make the bath to be energizing by adding rosemary, by adding a few drops of peppermint. I can make the bath relaxing by adding ylang ylang, by adding grapefruit, by adding cedarwood atlas, patchouli. So you can make the bath for whatever reason you want, because the reason that you want any of the products is in the principal ingredients, in the active ingredients, which are the essential oil. The salt and the Epsom salt is just a delivery method, just like the baking soda that we're using here for the body powder. Now what we're going to do is work on an inhaler, which is very effective for people that have respiratory problems. And remember, the salt will absorb the essential oils into it. So we're going to use rock salt. And if it's for the room, I can leave the rock salt in a plate, like this, in a bowl. But if I want to make it personal, then I would use a bottle like this, with this opening. You see, it's a large opening, and it simply is just fill the bottle with rock salt, because we want the rock salt there to absorb the essential oils in it. And then this particular product will last forever because the person only inhales it. Now, this is a great one for a sinus and cold inhaler. All I have to do is add eucalyptus, lavender, cypress, which is a bronchodilator, a cacheput if the person is coughing, fir needle, which is pine needle, if for sinus and cold, and then peppermint to open the upper respiratory passage. And this is a great inhaler to take in a plane ride, where the air is not really clean and everybody's coughing and so forth. And so this is an excellent for that. Now, if I change the oils and I put in here the energy oils, I will put rosemary, peppermint, lemon, basil, and then a few drops of ginger. That will be anti-nausea. This will be great for people that have fainting spell, or that they need to smell something in the middle of the day to gain energy. And this will become an energy inhaler. The other one, which is very effective, is if I want to make an appetite control. Then what I would do is I put about 40 drops of fennel, sweet fennel essential oil, in the inhaler. And every time you use an inhaler, you take a piece of cotton after you put the essential oils and put it on top. Cover it, turn it upside down so the oils get down to the top. Then turn it back on, and it is smelled like this. It smells twice. When you use it for the appetite control, you smell it twice. Remember that the control for the body for appetite is in the olfactory system. So this should work, and it does. So fennel, you inhale gently and deeply twice in each nostrils, and then put it down. The individual is going to feel a fullness within a few seconds around this area in the chest, and then the fullness is going to drop to the stomach. That's going to fill you up. So if the person were thinking of eating this much, right away, your mind tells you that, no, only this much. And it does work. There's people that have cut down on smelling this right before they sit down for a meal. So this is very effective as an appetite control, very effective against an energy inhaler, very effective against also a relaxing inhaler. You can put the de-stress energy here, which is 1/3 ylang ylang, 1/3 patchouli, 1/3 orange, and use it as a relaxing inhaler. So the inhaler idea is a good idea when making a product for your clients. And we like to use it because it's very handy, easy to travel with, and very effective. If I just have a room that we have someone sick, a sick room, then I will put the Sinus and Co. essential oils in a plate or a bowl, and now you will just leave on the nightstand or in the room. It will diffuse all through the room. In about a couple of hours of putting the oils in here, I can take a few of these drops and throw it in the dehydrator, no, in the air purifier in the room. And because it's loaded with essential oils, it will diffuse those essential oils in the room. So working with the rock salt is really neat to do, and it's one of our main things that we do in suggesting products to folks that wake up with a sinus problem, or have fainting spell if have energy, or just want to cut down on eating. It's a good way to deliver the oils. Now, I have this cotton here, and I want to share with you one of the very effective way that we use for ear infection, or ringing in the ear, or buzzing in the ear. It seems to work like clockwork. And this is once the individual has seen a doctor and has a diagnosis. Then we can suggest for them to take a clove of garlic and take the skin out, smash it, take a little piece of that clove of garlic and put it in a piece of cotton right in the middle. Close it. Take it to the sink, saturate it with extra virgin olive oil, squeeze the excess, and stick it in the ear overnight. What we have seen is, for those who have an ear infection that the jaw is hurting, within 20 minutes of placing that in their ear, the jaw is no longer hurt. And then the next day, the infection seems to be gone. So this is a very effective way for ear infection. Remember that natural antibiotics and antibacteria do not mutate any bacteria. So we're able to use it very effectively. So that I wanted to share with you. The last thing that I want to cover is the use of essential oils in shampoo bases. This is a shampoo base, and we get this from Essential Wholesale. And it's just a plain shampoo base, no sulfite, and not chemicals that are harmful to us, and even vegan, organic, and so forth. Or you can go to essentialwholesale.com and look for the shampoo that is just a standard shampoo. So this shampoo, we can add a few drops of lavender, and when you're working with a shampoo or any of the blends like vegetable oil, the good rule to follow is 10 drops of the essential oil to an ounce of material. So if we want to have a dandruff shampoo, very effective, that pretty much takes care of dandruff, the first shampoo, we're going to put in 10 drops of tea tree per ounce of this shampoo. And then as I shampoo the hair, they leave it on the hair for 5 minutes, and then they rinse it. And it takes care of a dandruff pretty much right away. Now, if we want to make a dog shampoo, remember that fleas don't like the smell of lavender, and ticks don't like the smell of rosemary. So we're going to put lavender and rosemary here. 10 drops of each per ounce now, because we want it a little bit stronger. And if the dog is itching, cedarwood atlas is what we use for itching. So we're going to add another 10 drops of cedarwood atlas per ounce. Now we have a dog shampoo. Then you're going to shampoo your dog, and you'll see the fleas just falling out. And once again, leave it on your dog, the shampoo, for 5 minutes before you rinse it. And very effective to do. If we want to have an energetic shampoo for the morning, then we're going to use peppermint. That's very cooling. I mean, it's as cooling as bringing your body temperature 4 to 6 degrees. So if you put peppermint here, it's going to be very cool. Some of us like it, some of us don't. But it's definitely energizing. If we put peppermint here and rosemary, we're going to be energized for the morning. So it is what you want the product to use that you choose the active ingredients. And these are just the basis, the delivery method. So that's some of the products that we can use for cleaning in the house and replacing. For the floors, if it is a tile floor, then we can work with it. If it's a carpet, then the essential oils could fade the color of the carpet. But for tile, we can do it. If it's a wooden floor, you have to test it on the corner to make sure that the finishing on the wood doesn't react to the essential oil. Remembering that a plain wood without any finish, you can lay a water glass on top of it and it won't leave a ring. It will be absorbed by the wood. It only leaves a ring when it has a finish. So it's the reaction of the finish. But on tile, you can use a few drops of eucalyptus in a bucket of water. You can use a few drops of lavender in a bucket of water. You can use one that is called pine wood, which is redistilled from the wood of the pine tree. You can use lemongrass, which is excellent. It's also an insect repellent. Just a few drops of lemongrass, that's my favorite. And just mop the floor. Once again, now you have the diffusion of essential oils that when someone enters your home, A, is going to breathe better, B, they're going to feel more relaxed, and they also is going to sleep better and get up better. And that's the whole idea. That's pretty much the first thing that we do when we look at chemicals in the air that we breathe. Thank you so much for joining me again. We have a lot of other videos to look at and a lot of other products to make. But try to do this for yourself so as you go on in the course, you begin to realize the effect of this concept has on the health of yourself and your family and your friends that visit your home and your pet. Thanks again, my friends. We'll see you in the next video. So.